BCTV. You live here?
Nah, I live next to that episode.
Okay. I used to live here. I grew up here 25 years ago. Yeah, so as you can see, the area's changed somewhat, but this is where I used to live. Come check this out. Actually, I used to live there, 100 Campbell Road, but this is where it all started. This space right here. We used to get, not lino, we couldn't afford lino, so we used to get cardboard boxes, open them out, and spread them out here, and this is the first place where I used to train. Me and my boy, John Whelan, he lives over there, and yeah, man, this is how it all started. But I remember when hip hop came about, and I remember my brothers introduced me to the music via Rapper's Delight in '79, and then a little bit later, when I heard Planet Rock, it just changed my life, you know what I mean? My brothers introduced me to that. But along with that, I noticed that there was this other culture of breaking, graffiti, DJing, and where breaking was concerned, I always thought my brothers ain't gonna want to do this, and I learned about soul music and reggae music from them. But when hip hop came about, I thought this belongs to me, because I know they ain't gonna spin on their head, but I will. My parents loved the fact that I was breakdancing. They supported it. They could see it was creative. They could see it was something that wasn't getting us into trouble either. And you know, my parents were lovers of art anyway, so they were really supportive. I was about 12 years old when I first started breaking. I remember watching a documentary about early hip-hop in New York. I think the documentary was Arena, and I remember just seeing this rapid, fast movement on the floor. It was Rocksteady Crew that was doing it as well. But yeah, man, that just changed my life, really. I realised that that was what I was going to be involved in for the rest of my life, hip-hop culture. I guess I wouldn't say that we had a crew per se, yeah? I worked with a good friend of mine, John Whelan, and we called ourselves the Swipers, mainly because that was the only move that we could do at the time. But other than that, it was a group of friends that we'd roll together with, you know what I mean? We didn't officially create a crew, you know what I mean? But I've had a lot of experiences around the locality, having various little battles. There's a club in Stepney that we would go to where there'd be battles happening, and we didn't necessarily go in as a crew. People just knew us as the Bow Boys. I'll never forget, our first battle was against another school called St. Philip Howard. And what was interesting about this battle was that usually at this particular time of the year, we'll go to St. Philip Howard School and fight, yeah, literally fisticuffs for many, many years. But I'll never forget, 1983 was the first year that we did not fight, and we had a dance battle, and we were all in the same space together. We all had beef, but we knew the rules of this new type of battle, and it was about dance. Never forget that. That was a major change in what it means to stay alive in this area. I'll never forget, we had a great photo shoot around here, and there was a guy that I was dancing with right about here actually, and I was doing what was known as a helicopter at the time, where I was laying across on top of it, and he was like holding me like that and then spinning around, and literally it was right here, man. I'll never forget that. And this was the off license. Yeah, the off license is dead now. Crazy. But my original crew is the Bow Posy. That's it. That's what we were called, because this is where we used to hang out, right here outside the off license. And we were a group of friends that just so happened to be from Bow, so therefore we were known as the Bow Posy. I don't reckon recognise anything anymore.
Yeah, no problem. So back to
Wow. In 1996, I developed an idea called Apricot Jam. It was a live band that was playing hip hop, and I worked with X amount of MCs from all over the London scene at the time. And it was in a club on Chapel Market called The Rhythmic. Right now, it is a Sports Direct. The Apricot Jam, I remember developing it because I felt that at the time the MC scene was very gladiatorial and there was a lot of battling going on, and I personally felt a little bit unconfident about the whole battle scene and stuff, and I didn't want nobody telling me nothing about my mum because I'll punch them, you know what I mean? So I always thought we should develop a context in which it's not about booing people and not about disrespecting people, but people sharing their skills. So the Apricot Jam grew out of a desire to create more camaraderie where the rap and the spoken word scene is concerned.
Bring your beat shit, come on, let's do this shit now.
Bring the beat, yo. Bring the beat.
The reason why I call it Apricot Jam is because it's made from organically grown break beats with no artificial attitudes and 100% natural flavour. I'd say that the Apricot Jam experience was on and off for about 3 years, and then after that my theatrical career started really taking over. So what I did is I created a piece called Silence the Bitchin', which is basically I took a rhyme and I graphically illustrated each line of the rhyme with a movement. And the idea came from watching Leaders of the New School video and Turn the Sound Down, and basically they were choreographing. As a result of that came the piece Silence the Bitchin'.
I wouldn't drop it like MC Average if I was rich and had a bitch with clit so fit my dick had a stitch. Easy come, easy go with them shegrees. They sweat me. Get off my PG tip, you damn Tetley, you get me?
So, after I created Silence the Bitchin', I also created the solo Aeroplane Man.
Glad, yeah man. Down the road from the docklands, gotta go. The slum of the English, man. Yeah man. They're paranoid of us black men. Oi, you come over here, take all our jobs, all our asses, all our women.
Piss off at your own country.
I think he's got a point, man. Don't wanna live in no sick land, next door to some sick man. Gotta go.
I created Lyrikal Fearta, which was made up of very short pieces, Aeroplane Man being one of them, Silence the Bitchin' was another one, there was another piece called Shooter, another piece called Cracked Mirror, which was about black on black violence. One of the things that I felt was important for me was activism within hip hop, which for me by the mid-90s you didn't hear much of. But I grew up in the 80s listening to rap as almost a black CNN. That's what Chuck D used to refer to it as. And because that was all dying off, I felt that I needed the theatre to be able to return to the activism that helped shape my understanding of hip hop culture in the 80s. So that was really important.
I wish she wouldn't trust me so much, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, she's got a really nice personality, she's warm and bubbly and we really get on and we connect and stuff like that, and she's fit and really...
The Deaf Poetry Jam feature was really cool. There was a woman who I'd worked in New York with as part of the Hip Hop Retrospective festival that I did in 1999. And yeah, basically she called me and she said, yeah, Russell Simmons is looking for people outside of America to do it. And yeah, she called me and I jumped at the chance really, because it was just a really dope platform.
I never saw the beheading of women in Rwanda. I never knew that father and kid shot on the Gaza Strip. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, don't know the half of it. Who got raped by 10 Serbian men? I heard her name once, never heard it again.
Born and bred in Bow, near the flyover. Sleeping on a sofa, never seen a chauffeur. Money was tight, man, even for the white man. The Bluefoot crew took the piss in their white van. Cause every other day when the brothers stay undercover say, nigga boy, you're inside for another day. And then the quest for cess was stress. Wishing for the DHL effect, for the DHSS check. I am a 1 in 10, more like 50-50 round my way. Man, I get shifty, nifty with their runnings for the cash. Pity cause they couldn't see the coming of the crack. Nowadays, certain braids sitting home alone, certain braids just elevating domes, certain braids just serving up and smoking bones. Well, Jonzi D took the microphone.